Hello friends, welcome to ACE Tutorials. Today we are going to solve some problems on Routh-Hurwitz method. A unity feedback control system has g of s is equivalent to k divided by s to the power 3 plus 5 into s to the power 2 plus 20s. Using Routh method, find first characteristic equation, second range of k for its closed loop poles, third range of k for its closed loop poles more negative than -1. In this first we are going to find closed loop poles, that is characteristic equation 1 plus g of s into h of s is equal to 0, and then from this characteristic equation we are going to find the range of k. Then in the third question we are going to find the range of k for poles more negative than -1. Given g of s is equivalent to k divided by s to the power 3 plus 5 into s to the power 2 plus 20s. Now h of s, in the question it is given unity feedback, therefore h of s is equivalent to 1, and we know the characteristic equation 1 plus g of s into h of s is equivalent to 0. Now by substituting g of s and h of s value in this equation, I will get 1 plus g of s value is k divided by s to the power 3 plus 5 into s to the power 2 plus 20s, and h of s value is 1 is equivalent to 0. Now by taking LCM we will get s to the power 3 plus 5 into s to the power 2 plus 20 into s plus k whole divided by s to the power 3 plus 5 s to the power 2 plus 20s is equivalent to 0. Now this denominator term goes to the right hand side, it becomes 0. Now we are getting here characteristic equation s to the power 3 plus 5 into s to the power 2 plus 20s plus k is equal to 0. This is the solution for first question, that is characteristic equation. Now next we are going to find the range of k for this closed loop poles, that is characteristic equation. For that we need to form an array. To form an array, we know that we need to consider the highest power from the characteristic equation, and in this the highest power is s to the power 3. I will be writing that highest power s to the power 3 first, then other s powers I will be writing in decrementing order, that is s to the power 2, s to the power 1, and then s to the power 0. Now two rows we can form directly from the characteristic equation. For that I need to consider the quotient values, that is a naught is equivalent to a naught value is 1, and then a1 value I am getting here 5, and a2 value I am getting here 20, and a3 value I am getting here k. Now from this quotients I am going to form the two rows, and as we know that in the first row we are going to consider the even quotients, that is a0 and a2, and in this you can see a0 value is 1 and a2 value is 20. First I am going to write a0 value, and then a2 value is 20, that I am writing here. Then next in the second row we are going to consider the odd coefficient, that is a1 and a3, and a1 value is 5 and a3 value is k. By substituting here a1 value 5 and a3 value k, I am getting the second row. So in this way I got the two rows directly from the characteristic equation. Now I am going to form the third row, and the procedure I know. I am going to multiply 5 with 20. 5 into 20 is 100 minus 1 into k whole divided by this 5. I got the first value of the third row, and now to get the second value of the third row, I am not having any coefficients here, that is 0 coefficient. Therefore the resultant value also here 0. Now to get the last row, that is s to the power 0, I know the procedure, that is this whole value I am going to multiply with k, and this 5 I am going to multiply with 0. The shortcut method is, when we are multiplying diagonally, if I get a 0 value, the above value is going to be considered as resultant value, that is k. I am going to write in s to the power 0 row. Now this is the array we got. Now to find the range of k, I know the procedure. First I need to consider the s to the power 0 row. From s to the power 0 row, we have to consider k greater than 0. And then next, from s to the power 1, I am getting this equation 100 minus k divided by 5 greater than 0. Now this 5 goes to the right hand side, becomes 0. 100 minus k greater than 0. Then by taking this k to the right hand side, I will be getting 100 greater than k. Now we know from s to the power 0 we got k greater than 0, that is k greater than 0, and in this case you can see that 100 greater than k. 100 greater than k, k greater than 0. This is the range of k for the closed loop poles of this characteristic equation. Now the system is stable, 0 less than k less than 100. This is the solution of second question. Now next we are going to find the solution for third question. And the third question, range of k for its closed loop poles more negative than -1. In this I have considered the closed loop poles, that is the characteristic equation. Now I have to consider poles more negative than -1. For that I am going to substitute s is equal to s dash minus 1. By substituting s is equal to s dash minus 1 for poles more negative than -1, I have considered here the s dash minus 1. If it is given any other value like -2, -3, then I need to consider s dash minus 2, -3. Now in the question he has asked to find the range of k for poles more negative than -1. Therefore I am considering here s is equal to s dash minus 1. By substituting this s value in the above equation, I will get s dash minus 1 whole to the power of 3 plus 5 into s square is s dash minus 1 whole to the power of 2 plus 20, and the s value is s dash minus 1 plus k is equivalent to 0. This is the substitution of s I got in this form. Now I need to find s dash minus 1 whole to the power of 3 value. For that we know a minus b whole cube is equivalent to a cube minus b cube minus 3a square b plus 3a b square. Now by taking this s dash minus 1 whole to the power of 3, here a value is s dash, b value is 1. Therefore by considering this I am getting here s dash to the power of 3 minus b value is 1, 1 to the power of 3 is 1 minus 3, a value is s dash square, b value 1. By multiplying with this I am getting 3 s dash square plus 3 a value s dash and b square, that is 1 square into s dash into 3 is b square, that is 1 square is 3 into s dash into 1, 3 s dash. Now this value I am going to substitute here, that is s dash to the power of 3 minus 1 minus 3 s dash to the power of 2 plus 3 s dash. Now this is the value for s dash minus 1 whole to the power of 3. Next, plus as it is 5 into, here I need to write now s dash minus 1 whole to the power of 2. We know a minus b whole square formula, that is a square minus 2ab plus b square. In this s dash minus 1 whole square is equivalent to s dash whole square s dash to the power of 2 minus 2 s dash into 1, 2 s dash plus 1 square is 1. Now this value I am going to substitute here in place of this, that is s dash to the power of 2 minus 2 s dash plus 1. Now next we are going to take this plus as it is, this 20 as it is. Now s dash plus 1, sorry, s dash minus 1 as it is plus k is equivalent to 0. Now by multiplying this 5 with this equation, I will get this as it is. I will be writing s dash to the power of 3 minus 1 minus 3 s dash square plus 3 s dash plus 5 into s dash square minus 5 into 2, 10 s dash plus 5 into 1, 5 plus 20 into s dash minus 20 into 1, 20 plus k is equal to 0. From this equation you can see I am having s dash to the power 3, that is highest power. First I am writing that s dash to the power of 3, then in terms of power 2 I am having 3 s dash to the power 2 plus 5 s dash to the power 2. From this I will get 5 minus 3, that is plus 2 s dash to the power of 2. Then next in terms of s dash, this and this value you can see here, plus 3 s dash minus 10 s dash I am getting here minus 7 s dash plus 20 s dash I will get plus 13 s dash. Now next in terms of constant, minus 1 plus 5, that is 5 minus 1, 4, 4 minus 20 I am getting here minus 16, then this k as it is plus k is equivalent to 0. Now this is the characteristic equation I got for poles more negative than minus 1. Now in this the s to the power 0 term is 16 plus k. So now to find the range of k, I am going to form the Routh array, and we know the steps to find the Routh array. That is, I need to consider first the highest power from this characteristic equation, and you can see in this s dash to the power of 3 is the highest power. That I am going to write first s dash to the power of 3, and then the other powers I am going to write in decrementing order: s dash to the power of 2, s dash to the power of 1, and then s dash to the power of 0. Next we are going to form the two rows directly from this characteristic equation. That is, you can see that in this the first value a0 value is a0 is equivalent to 1, and a1 is equivalent to 2, and then a2 is equivalent to 13, and then a3 is equivalent to minus 16 plus k, and other coefficients like a4, a5 and all 0. Now by looking into this, I am going to form the first row. That is, we know that in the first row we are going to consider the even coefficients, that is a0 and a2, and a0 value is 1 and a2 value is 13. a0 value is 1 and a2 value is 13. And next in the second row I am going to consider the odd coefficients, that is a1 and a3. So a1 value is 2 and a3 value is minus 16 plus k. a1 value is 2 and a3 value is minus 16 plus k. Now these are the two rows we got directly from the characteristic equation. Next we are going to form the third row, that is by multiplying 2 into 13, that is 26, minus 1 into minus 16 plus k whole divided by 1 into minus 16 plus k whole divided by 2. And to get the second term of the third row, I am not having any coefficient value here, that is 0. Therefore I am writing here the second value as a 0. Now to get the last row, I am going to multiply this whole value with this value minus 16 plus k, and diagonally this 2 going to be multiplied with 0. And as I said, when you see diagonally 0 multiplicand, then we can consider the above value as a resultant value, that is minus 16 plus k. So here in the s to the power 0 row I am writing minus 16 plus k. Now this is the array we got for poles more negative than minus 1. Now we are going to find the range of k. For that we know from s to the power 0 we know that minus 16 plus k greater than 0. From this I will get this 16 minus 16, I will take it to the right hand side. By that I will get k greater than 16. So from s to the power 0 I got k greater than 16. Next from s to the power 1 you can see 26 minus into minus plus 16 I have written here, minus into plus minus k whole divided by 2 greater than 0, and 26 plus 16 42 minus k whole divided by 2 greater than 0. So for this 2 when it goes to the right hand side it becomes 0. 42 minus k greater than 0. Now from this we will get 42 greater than k. Now from s to the power 0 we got k greater than 16. Therefore we can see the range here. I am getting 16 less than k, that is k greater than 16, and here you can see 42 greater than k, that means 42 greater than k greater than 16. This is the range of k I am getting for poles more negative than minus 1. So this is the solution of third question. Now you can see the range of k for closed loop poles, and you can see this is the range of k for poles more negative than minus 1, that is 16 less than k less than 42. The system is going to be stable between this value, that is 16 less than k less than 42. And you can see the range of k for closed loop poles we got here somewhere 0 less than k less than 100, whereas poles more negative than -1, we are getting a range 16 less than k less than 42. The range of stability is reducing when poles are more negative than -1. In this we got 0 to 100, and in this we were getting 16 to 42. So this is the difference we are getting for closed loop poles and poles more negative than -1. Hope you understood this problem. For more such videos, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.